Running a business today is more complicated and costly than ever before. It has become less about ingenuity and strategy than it is about risk, regulations, administration, and insurance.
We went from a small mom and pop shop of 6 or 7 employees to 20 employees and then to about 50 employees. And we were faced with a lot of compliance issues, a lot of disciplining issues that we were not prepared to deal with.
One source of skyrocketing costs, headaches, and countless hours of administration is human resource management.
There is something happening to one of those employees every minute, and it just became absolutely unmanageable.
In fact, according to a survey by the National Federation of Independent Business, nearly a third of the 50 most troublesome issues for small businesses were human resource related.
It was very difficult for us to be an expert in every area of our business, but it was the time. You're so limited in time as a small business person.
That is why more and more companies are choosing to team up with a professional employer organization to manage their human resource services. Vincam is a recognized national leader and pioneer of this industry.
Client service is what this company is all about. We exist because of our clients. We owe our success to our clients. We exist to serve them, and this company has always been willing to put client service ahead of profitability. We don't hesitate for a second to provide client service.
Determined to maintain the integrity of this rapidly growing industry, Vincam's founders helped to establish and develop the National Association of Professional Employer Organizations and led the effort to create an independent accrediting organization, the Institute for the Accreditation of Professional Employer Organizations.
We free business owners to do what makes money for his business. And the way he does this is by outsourcing one of the most delicate and important functions of his business, which is human resources. That is a challenging area. It's always facing changes. But at the end of the day, it doesn't create revenues for him. Not having one can certainly affect his bottom line, but it's not something like controlling his inventory, his receivable turnover, or collections of his receivable. He faces challenges every day, so what we tell the business owner is concentrate on your core competency and let Vincam handle the headaches of being an employer.
In our relation with Vincam, we've looked at it more as a package, that we feel that they bring many things to the table by being proactive, them doing safety inspections, mock OSHA studies for us and so forth, so that we know that we're in line safety-wise, that we know that we're using the proper procedures in interviewing and so forth, not only to protect ourselves from not asking the wrong questions, but also in getting a better grade of employee and so forth. And the employees have appreciated that they have a better benefits package than we could provide as a single employer with a choice of group insurance, benefits, 401k, which we would never try to administer as a small company, with the credit unions and issues like that.
There is such an honesty in the company. Okay, if they tell you they're going to do something for you, they are going to do that for you. I mean, and it doesn't take 17 phone calls. You don't have to hassle them. You don't have to call them 2 times, 3 times in order to get results. All it takes is 1 phone call. Say, I have this problem, I got to get it resolved. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes later, that problem has been handled.
Vincam provides a variety of human resource management and administration services, including workers' compensation management, employee benefits, payroll administration, supervisory training, and legal compliance guidance.
As laws become more and more complicated, you almost need to hire an employment lawyer to do your human resources function. That doesn't make any sense on an economic cost-benefit analysis. And so what we do at Vincam is provide the regulatory compliance.
Now you have time to to focus your energies just on your business and not all the legal and not all the new rules and the new regulations, and it just cuts through a lot of red tape for us.
One of the most important things Vincam has to offer its clients is expertise.
Okay, the OSHA book, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's this big. And nobody in management has the time to become an expert in OSHA regulations. Okay, that's one area that has helped us a lot, making sure that our safety and our employees' safety, which is a great concern for us, make sure that all our employees know and are familiarized with all the areas that they have to comply with.
We feel that we're going to the experts to answer the question, that we don't have to be the experts on everything, that we can really do our job, keep our day job and do what we do for a living, and leave the specialties to them as far as issues or questions arise of what can we do, what can't we do, what does this new regulation mean.
Vincam associates are trained experts in their respective fields, from recruitment and screening to claims management for workers' compensation, and every personnel issue you can imagine in between.
It's wonderful to have someone to call and say, am I doing this right? To have someone else to back up our key people is an added plus.
More than anything else, Vincam clients stress the fact that the greatest advantage of outsourcing human resources is the added time they gain to focus on their company.
We now have time to spend on servicing our membership, which is what we were hired to do to begin with. And we're becoming better at what we're doing, we're more forward-thinking, and we have time now to spend looking at the things that are very important to our business rather than spending them on behind-the-scenes issues.
We were a little hesitant at first because it is a relatively new concept and it's not your traditional way of doing things, but they've come in and they freed us up to run our business, which is what we need to do.
Vincam, with offices in major cities throughout the United States, continually examines how it can best serve its clients. One key area of importance is customer service for both employers and employees. That means providing a 24-hour employee benefits information line and accident hotline. It also means assigning a case manager to follow the progress of injured or sick employees, ensuring they return safely and promptly to work.
Our staff initially, when we first told them of the concept, seemed a little hesitant, couldn't understand why they'd be working for someone other than the Loxahatchee Club. Those fears were quickly set aside as they got to understand the program, got to know the people that were involved, and there has not been one single problem whatsoever with the transition.
By all accounts, human resource outsourcing is the way of the future, and as it has blazed that trail, Vincam will continue as leader of the professional employer organization industry, offering its clients the best in human resource management, administration, and representation.
We think that it's helped us keep up on the changing business environment.
I would like for my employees to be like the ones that we deal with at Vincam.
The services that they've come through with have all worked out very, very well for us. We've been very pleased.
You have all the benefits without any of the headaches.
All the benefits, none of the hassles. That is the promise of Vincam.